Let me do the intro.
Yeah.
What is up, bourbon people out in the bourbon world? We're going to do a fresh crack today. This will be the Star Hill Farm 2026 bottle.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. All right, guys, welcome to Hiplick, High Proof Low IQ. I'm Scott.
I'm Gordon.
This is going to be a fresh crack. And remember, always better to have a fresh crack than a dirty crack.
That's correct. And before we get any further, I want you to like and subscribe. It doesn't cost you any time, and it really helps us out a lot. And as usual, this video is just for you, our favorite viewer.
That's right. Hopefully you didn't turn it off after my fresh crack, dirty crack comment.
Right.
All right. So here's what we got. The Star Hill Farms 2026 version of the wheat whiskey. Excuse me. I mean, it is a wheated whiskey, but it's the wheat whiskey, not a wheated bourbon. There is a difference. So it's American wheat whiskey. I picked this little thing up last week when I was up there, ran by Maker's Mark. I've been to Maker's Mark twice. First time I went was the first trip to Kentucky. Second time I went was this last trip to Kentucky.
So I'm going to interrupt you and say,
go ahead.
For those of you that have not been to the Maker's Mark Distillery, it is an experience. That is one of my favorite distilleries to visit because it is like a village where all of the buildings it's like they're old log cabins, and it's really cool. There's a stream running through the main campus there, and it is just a really, really, really pretty place to visit. And they make pretty good whiskey, so that's a bonus.
Star Hill Farm, Laredo, Kentucky. Sorry, I had a little burp there. This might be like the 8th video we've done today. So, what we got here is 116.4 proof American wheat whiskey. Grains harvested, distilled, and barreled in the fall of 2017 and the fall of 2018. So, 27% wheat, 62% malted wheat, and then get your malted barley at 11%. So this is all wheat. There's no corn. So it's not bourbon. There's no rye. This is basically wheat and barley. And I'm going to crack this puppy. Ready for me to crack this puppy?
We're ready.
Y'all, our favorite viewer out there, are you ready for me to crack this puppy? Wait. I'm going to use the perf. Sometimes you don't have to get aggressive with a knife. Just go like this. See how that works?
And I think the difference is you have your glasses on.
I do.
And so you can see it.
Now, give me that knife back.
You going to use your fingernails, or it's a flipper?
Is it a flipper?
Yep.
I'm going to cut this right here. I'm going to cut this right here. And I'm going to give this back like I received it.
Because that's... If you gave
proper
it back
knife
to me,
etiquette.
If it gave it back to me open when I give it to him closed, that's bad luck.
Look at the color on that.
Dark.
That is dark.
It's nice.
Here's
and this bottle is a neat bottle.
This is a great bottle.
It's got like a texture to it. It's like blown glass. I really like that. That's cool.
Yeah. You know what it reminds me of, bottle-wise?
No.
High West.
You know what? High West is...
Like the Yippee-Ki-Yays and Midwinter Nights, all those. They do it. It's got that rough sort of feel. Well, I say rough. It's a feel to it.
Yeah. So the High West bottles actually have bubbles in them. So because it's
this one doesn't have bubbles.
It's not just roll. It's not just blown glass. It's like rolled glass, like an old timey, like a window made in the 1920s that is rolled and it still has bubbles in it. They're cool, like an old saloon bottle, and this is kind of like that too.
It is really cool. It's different. So here what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a little cork pop. Ready?
Yep.
Oh,
nice.
Man, that was nice.
That's like bald eagles flying right out of there right now.
It is. And
yeah.
Feel that. You feel how heavy that is, though?
Oh, wow. So it's like made of stone.
If someone comes into your house to break in and you have your gun and you shoot at them and you run out
of bullets.
Your clip is gone. You can throw the gun at them. if you happen to be by this bottle, you can pull this cork out and throw it at them also.
It hurt them. If it hit them
That's
in the
right.
head, man, they're probably going to the hospital.
So I'm going to pour this. Man. There we go.
All right. So for those of you that
Is
don't
that
know,
enough? Or you want more?
that's fine. If I want
If
more, I
if
know
you
where
want
to
more,
get it.
you know where to get it.
I
That's
know where
right.
to get it. So for those of you that don't know, so Maker's Mark in Laredo, Kentucky is they exclusively do wheated whiskey, and in this case, wheat
Wheated
whiskey.
bourbon and wheat whiskey. Yep.
And so a lot of people, think of Maker's Mark as something, to use as a mixer, but they have a lot of products that are really good. I'm going to say the cast strength Maker's Mark is a wheated bourbon that is just fantastic, and the 46 is they have a cast strength and they have just a regular 46, and that is toasted. It's toasted, and what they do is they take staves from the barrels, which are the little pieces of the barrel.
That you can't really see, but
There's I don't know if you can see that or not. This barrel's kind of dried out, but so the definition here, this stave is 3.5 feet long, but it's they'll cut them up in sections. They'll drop those into the barrel through the bung hole.
I need TP for my bunghole.
Which I don't think you can see the bung hole.
I think the bung's
It's
in
on
the
the other
back.
side.
Bung's back here.
It's on the other
You
side.
got a back bung.
But they'll drop them in there, and they'll do different kind of staves, different kind of chars, and different kind of toast levels on those staves, and they'll drop them in there, and they'll age the barrels that way, and it gives them really different characteristics. In this case, that's not what they did, but Maker's Mark has a ton of different flavor profiles because of that. And if you haven't experimented with that, please do, because I think you're going to find something you like. I don't know anybody that doesn't have something from Maker's Mark that they don't really like.
Just to give you an idea, if you look at these, so you've got staves. That's your staves and the number of staves that went into finishing this particular barrel, which was a pick from Florida. But that kind of gives you an idea to his point of what he's talking about. You've got
Right.
different staves that have different flavor profiles. You've got baked American puree, seared French cuvee, Maker's 46, roasted French mocha, and toasted French spice. Then, so that's what went into this one. Not to take away from this one, that kind of illustrates what he was talking about.
Right. And so this one doesn't have any of that stuff. This
No.
is going to stand on its own. The mash bill and the aging and the original barrel is what we're going to taste here.
Also, one more cute little trivia here. If you'll notice, what doesn't this bottle have that I dare say all of Maker's bottles have? Wax.
Yeah, the red wax. Right. So
every bottle I have back here has.
Right, so I'm going to pull out here. So this is a limited edition bottle, but all of the bottles are going to have this kind of dipped wax on there. So make sure that's on there good. But what they do is they dip it in the wax and they pull it up here and let it drip down, and that's kind of their thing, and they're really good at it.
Also, just so you know, if you go dip a bottle, that thing will bottom out. There's a bottom in the pan. It will only dip so far on the neck. That's by design.
Yeah.
You can't dip it as far as you want to. So it only dips down so far, so it only runs so far, and that's a trademark deal for them the way they do it. Also, if you think it's, I did a hat. I dipped I should have had it on for this, but I dipped part of the bill of my hat. You can dip other things. You just have to ask. And it made it kind of a cool hat. Big conversation piece for me.
Obviously, if you're gonna buy a hat, if you dip the hat, you have to buy the hat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You buy the hat, then you go dip the hat.
Yeah, if you screw the hat up, you still bought it.
That's right. All right.
All right.
So a bunch of trivia, a bunch of BS we've talked about for a while now. So let's get to what y'all really want to know is if this sucks or not.
All right. So on the nose, man, that's really
it's a
good.
neck pour, so it's a little hot. I think
It's spicy. It's fruity.
116.4 proof. So.
So it's a wheat whiskey, so it's going to be pretty sweet, and it's not going to be super spicy, I don't think.
Right.
I mean, I
Shouldn't be.
I haven't tasted it, so I don't
It's a
think
wheat
it
and
will be.
a malted wheat. So,
All right.
which this is different than last year. Last year was the first year they did it. 2025 has a release they did, and I think they did some soft red winter wheat. This one does not have that. So this one should be entirely different than last year, and I do not own last year's.
I don't either. So, and I've never owned one of these, and it's not because I didn't want to. It's just because the opportunity never came up for me, and I did not pursue buying one
If you
hard enough to get
yeah.
one. You
if
know,
you didn't buy one at the gift shop, there's a good chance that if you'd have seen one, it was either on the secondary market with a jacked up price,
yeah,
or on the shelf behind somebody's counter with a jacked up price. So,
yeah. So I don't know what the secondary price on this is.
I don't either.
What's do you remember what you paid for it when you were at the
I think
gift
I paid
shop?
about 105 or 110.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's generally, what you're going to pay.
Yeah, which honestly not bad for a limited whiskey that I promise you'll pay more for on the secondary market.
Oh yeah,
than that.
and also you're not just paying for the quality of the whiskey. You're paying based on rarity
Yeah.
and availability. So in this case, supply and demand is the number one rule of economics, and supply is low, demand is high, and so that's why you're going to pay $100. But we're going to tell you whether $100 is worth it.
That's right.
I think it will be.
Tickles my nose a little bit.
It does.
Yeah. I don't know what that was. Sorry.
Mm.
And I'm a
Wow.
weeder. I'm a weeder.
Ooh.
He's not necessarily a weeder, but this is a wheat whiskey, not a wheated bourbon.
No, I'm going to say Scott likes wheat whiskeys more than I do. Or I shouldn't say that. He likes wheat whiskeys generally more than rye recipe bourbons. And that doesn't mean that he doesn't like the bourbons that have no wheat in them. He does. And in fact, in blinds, he usually picks the rye recipe whiskeys and bourbons above the wheated whiskeys. But if he's drinking one on his own, he usually prefers to drink the wheated bourbons and the wheat whiskeys. That is really good, by the way. My eyes are. Yeah.
That's
Hold on, let me do this. Let me do this the right way. Hold on.
Could you do that? Could you edit the video to do that?
I might be able to. I don't know.
All right.
Can my eyes pop out?
Yeah. That's
It's really good.
Yeah, that one, and it's 116. I think it drinks about. You don't drink not hot.
I think it drinks. I think it drinks appropriate to the proof, really. But that's not a bad thing.
I would say 116, 118, which is 116. So I would go with that.
Not a bad thing.
But it
It's
also
super
has
tasty.
a long finish.
Yeah.
And a nice hug in the chest.
Very tasty. Let's go for some flavor notes. So on the nose, I'm getting a lot of corn. I get a slight vanilla.
That's interesting. There's no corn in it.
I
You
know.
get corn.
I know. I don't get it. I don't.
That's
there's
weird.
No corn in there. Can you?
Yeah, I might get a little corn.
It's sweet. That's why it's sweet. So I get corn, but there's no corn in there. It's really sweet.
I get a sweet, and I get a.
I get very slightly grain forward, but not in a bad way. Not in a bad way at all.
No, I agree with that. I think there's a little graininess to it.
It's a little grassy.
Anybody out there has known what a grain forward, younger type of
Oh.
whiskey tastes like, or noses. That's not that.
It doesn't feel like a.
It's
like
a good
hand-
grain.
It doesn't taste like
It's
a
a good
handful
graininess.
of dried Cheerios, which is what people usually don't like. This is kind of a little bit grassy. When I say grassy, I don't mean green grass. I mean like brown grassy, like a wheat field. How about like a wheat field?
Maybe if you
That's
came
been
in
harvested.
and maybe if you came in and took your clothes off after you'd been out in the wheat field, you might.
Keep going.
Why do you gotta be? I'm just talking about if you sniff your clothes like that, you might get a little wheat off of your clothes. That's what I'm saying. Is there's some wheatiness on it. Why do you have to think everything that I do is weird and weirdly sexual? It's not. I was making you want to know the notes. I'm telling you the notes.
I mean, really? I mean, because you're a pervert.
No, I'm not.
All right.
I like. I do come up with weird sort of tasting notes from bottles from time to time.
And you're a pervert.
And in this case, I was
No.
trying to agree with
No.
him by saying, if you have been out in the wheat field and you sniffed your shirt after a long day in the wheat field, you would smell some wheat, but it wouldn't be like you took a handful of wheat and ground it up and then snorted it.
You didn't say anything about taking your clothes off?
Okay, that was maybe I
Yeah.
maybe I didn't really need to say that, but it just happened that way. Okay.
Completely unnecessary. All right, but
Jeez.
back to the task at hand. Super good.
Now
I'm going to
now
say
it's
this
mellowing
as
out
far
a
as
little
flavor
bit.
notes
Mellowing.
go. It's really wheat heavy. I do get, even though there's no corn in there, I get a lot of corn sweetness. The wheatness. So when you get a wheated bourbon, a lot of times the corn accentuates the sweetness. I'm sorry, the wheat accentuates the sweetness of the corn, but it doesn't take over. It just doesn't add a lot of spiciness like rye does. And that's the kind of thing people don't like about rye, is because the rye spice sometimes takes over, or
I got
it's
a little
too strong.
I got a little on that last taste. I got a little lemon off of it. A little lemon, maybe a little lemon candy or lemon zest off the last taste that I didn't get a minute ago. I'm gonna
Okay.
keep clothes on when I'm talking about this stuff.
Keep your shirt on, buddy. You know what? I get that. I totally get that. There's a little bit of citrus on there, and it's
Not
more
orange
and
citrus,
it's
more
not,
lemon citrus.
It's lemon. It's not lime or
Yeah.
grapefruit or
Yeah.
or orange. It's more like a lime zest, or the white stuff. I don't know what they call that, but that's what I'm getting is
The
that
white stuff.
is the smell
Cocaine?
of the. I get the smell of the lime, but I get it. I mean, the lemon, but I get it on the palate, which is. I know that sounds kind of counterintuitive, but that's what it reminds me of.
But not cocaine. You said the white stuff. Why did you scratch your nose? This is dead air. I just rendered him speechless. He will
That's hard
edit
to
this
do.
out.
That's hard to do.
It is hard to do. He talks
That's hard
a lot.
to do. I'm just gonna say, yeah. I don't even know. All right,
Cocaine. I love Miami Vice, by the way, back in the day.
Cocaine.
I love Miami Vice. Here to Crockett and Tubbs.
All right. So, final thoughts. Let's let you go for this.
Final thoughts
I'm really
are
interested in what you had to say.
Final thoughts are I really like this bottle. I'm glad I bought this bottle. It is sweet. It drinks right at about its proof point. Ultimately 116 to 118, I would say.
Yeah.
It has a long finish and has a good hug to it. I get the wheat on it. There may be a hint of the corn that he was talking about. He may get that a little more than me. I get some lemon on it, maybe lemon candy or maybe a light lemon zest. I did get a little vanilla note at some point in there somewhere, but I think ultimately, I don't give a lot of ratings, so I don't know how to rate this one. But I would say if you are in Laredo, Kentucky, and you swing in the gift shop, tell them we sent you. Well, you could. They probably don't know who we are, but if you could tell them that,
No clue.
Yeah. But go pick this bottle. Just walk up. Here's what I did. Walk up to the desk and ask him. Just straight up ask him, do you have any of the Star Hill wheat whiskeys? You catch the right person, they'll be like, oh, yeah. Just let me get this for you. We're going to leave it back here. You're going to shop around. They don't just set them out and they don't advertise that they're giving them out to everybody. So just be cool about it. One per person. Basically, if you get one, it's going to be one per person.
Be cool. Be
So
cool.
be cool.
Be cool.
But I would recommend getting one, ultimately, is to your point.
Yeah, so totally agree with Scott. I haven't purchased a bottle of this, but the next time I go to Maker's Mark, I am definitely going to search this out, because last year's version, which was batch one, was supposedly really good. I never tried it, but I got to try this one because Scott bought one, and it is really, really good. I'm totally
Two different
impressed.
recipes. So
Yeah, I'm totally impressed with it, and and it's a great distillery in general.
beautiful.
I'd
We got a
have
lot
to
of
say,
blown glass there.
yeah, it's a beautiful place to go. Their whiskeys are generally outstanding. I can't think even the ones that are less desirable are still pretty good. These are really, really, really good whiskeys, and they're weeded. They don't use rye in their recipes, and they haven't yet anyway. And so, I mean, give them a shot. These are very mild. If you're averse to the rye spice of whiskey, this is a perfect choice for you. And a lot of their offerings are very affordable. This one, maybe not so much, but if you're so inclined, if it's in your budget, you got to buy one.
It's a great gift shop, great campus, great. I mean, it's beautiful. They do a restaurant on the campus, Provisions or something is what it's called. It's just a good experience. If you get a chance to go there and you've not been there, go there and enjoy it for a couple hours and make sure you hit the gift shop up and maybe you'll get lucky and get one of these bottles or dip your hat, dip the bill of your hat, dip a t-shirt, probably let you dip your pinky. Although
That would hurt.
That's
That
probably
would
permanent.
hurt.
It's probably permanent. It would hurt. But anyway, it's a good experience.
All right.
Keep your pants on though.
Please don't dip anything that
Don't
maybe
dip
your
anything.
pants cover.
Yeah, that's right. That would
All
hurt.
right. So, hey, thank you. If you've made it this far, thank you very much. Please click
Thank
the
God.
yeah. Thank you. Please click the like button and the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything but maybe a half a second. Click that notification bell, and it really helps us out a lot. And until next time, cheers.
Cheers. Drink makers and other stuff that has wheat.
Drink up.
Drink up.